Hello everyone, and welcome to Vertical Academy. And in today's video we are going to solve this question from 2017 GCE Mathematics Paper 1. And in that regard, this is about bearings from this Mathematics Paper 1 GCE. So bearings are fundamentals in mathematics. Without bearings, very difficult to solve questions in trigonometry and just in that particular area, because you have to know the angle in terms of movement and all that. However, we're going to make it very simple for you to be able to understand this question. But before we do that, do us a favor, like, subscribe, follow our Facebook page, and also share our videos so that you don't actually miss any information. So without much further ado, let us dive into this question. Okay. So the question is saying A, B, and C are 3 points on level ground. B is on a bearing of 70 or 070 degrees, okay, which is this one, and 070 from A, and C on a bearing of 130 from B. Now, the question says, calculate the bearing of A, calculate the bearing of A from B. Okay. Now, one of the concepts and a key fundamental when it comes to bearing is to understand these key words, or rather this one key word, which is a from. Okay. Now, the moment you understand that from, okay, that's where we go and do something, okay, and make some angle from that point, from the north of that point, okay, and that's what you need to understand about bearing. So let's see how that works. So from B, okay, so calculate the bearing of A, okay, from B. Now what you need to understand is B is here, and then they're saying from B, so we have to create a north there and say we make a rotation of from that B until we touch this line which comes to A. Now you can see that the most fundamental and principal question is you are trying to find, okay, when you look at this part, okay. Now from there, the fundamental is that this now makes a Z, okay, so makes a Z, meaning this angle there is the same as this angle there, okay. Now we know again that the straight line angles on the straight line, they do add up to 180. Okay, so what we just need to do is, so the thing that you have to do is you just have to say on A, this is going to be it's going to be 130, okay. Sorry, it's 130 degrees plus. Now we know that for this one, straight line is 180. So for it to become 180, how much do you need to add on to 130? So that is just 50. Okay. So plus 50 plus this one, because this is an alternating angles or alternating angles. So this angle is this. So plus, so from there we know that this is going to be 130 degrees plus, okay, and this is going to be 120, okay, and then from there this is 0, okay, this is 5, and then that is 2, okay. So now this is the bearing, okay, from B all the way to the point A. So as simple as that, okay. So now the second one is this B. Now the bearing, calculate the bearing of B from C. Now this time around, the keyword from is now coming from C. Okay, so we identify where there is C. Okay, and then draw the north. Okay, the north on top of that C. Okay, so I'm going to say okay, and that is our north. Now once you do that, that's why we're just kind from that is the where you start doing your measurement. So from this north all the way up to the point B. So we are going to say the bearing that you're looking for is just so the bearing that you're looking for is simply this. Okay. So from this starting point C until we touch the line that goes to B, that's how you should be able to understand that. Now we know that this, okay, and this, it makes sort of like a Z, and whatever angle is there is the same as this one. Okay, and what angle is here is 50. Okay, and this is also 50. Okay, now we know, okay, that when you extend this angle, okay, this is 180. So the straight line actually gives us the angle 180 degrees. So angles on the straight line equals to 180 degrees. Okay. So this is much more logical. Okay. So you need to understand also a bit of angles. Okay. 90 degree angle, 360, complementary, supplementary, acute, obtuse, and all those angles that helps us. Okay. Now, you should also understand that what we need, okay, in fact, by the way, we don't need this, but this is just going to be, okay, 180. And then now, what I need to know, or just to find out, this angle also here, okay, this angle, so this is 180, okay, and then this angle, the whole of this angle is equal to this, okay? The whole of this angle equals to this, okay? And therefore, what you're going to do now is this 180 plus this angle, which is, this is alternating with this one, okay? And therefore, we are going to say 180 degrees plus 130 degrees. Okay, so what do you get? This is 0, 3, okay? I mean, 0.008 plus 3, that is 11, okay? Carry 1, and this is going to be